Skyrim Storytime. How you been? It's been a minute. I had one of those awesome migraines that took over and held me hostage for a few days, so we're behind. We've got some streaming to do, we have stories to read. It's that time. Let's get to it. You know, because it's been a few days, I don't even remember where we left off. And here you're gonna hear me crack open this bottle of water. And besides my awesome bottle of water, we're going to have a lovely cup of Earl Grey with our story time. What, no money this time? Aw, cheap. Oh, what are you doing here? Ah, she's stalking me again. Did I finish? I bet you this had respawned. Let's see. We can do Book of Love. We could... Yeah, let's do Book of Love. That sounds good, but apparently I just finished clearing that out, so I probably have stuff to transmute and sell. It's amazing how you miss a couple of days. Now, while I had a migraine, I opted to play Fire Emblem Three Houses. Holy crap, that's a big game. There's a lot happening.
Lady Mara bids you welcome to her benevolence. The goddess smiles at your efforts, child. The dawn shines bright upon you. You have seen the young, fickle love of youth, and helped a more seasoned love find its way. There is one final aspect we wish for you to explore. For a strong love can withstand storms, and even survive death. Take this symbol of Mara. She will guide you to the wandering souls of two whose love was so great that their entwinement binds them to this world. May you carry the warmth of...
Okay, so I have to wear the Mara amulet again.
Mara to all corners of the frozen wastes.
Good morning.
You're nice. What a nice man. Super nice. Alright, so we're supposed to go find some forlorn lovers. And they're right along the place here, so... snagging stuff while we go. I could be doing... Gotta look around. Because if we find a crab, we've got to handle business. Or crabbies. Oh, targets acquired. Hi, Krabby. Oh, you're a big one over there. No, don't kill my crabs. Why doesn't she listen? I wanted to fill my soul gems. Totally wrecked my soul gemming. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh, there's some nastiness up in here. Random steel sword. I should have told my companion to stay home today, as I needed to fill some soul gems. Hey, look, flowers, flowers, flowers.
I'm searching for my friend Rick. He was marching with Yukos men, who they say were wiped out here. I've turned over every body though, and I can't find him. Please help me look. He has a bright red beard and hair.
Aww.
I don't have time for your foolish. He must be here somewhere.
Do I have to go find her? Yes, yes.
Are you? Come. He must be here somewhere.
He's over here. Lovey, come on. Let's go find your hubby. That's kind of sweet. Kind of sad, too. All-Star's not here. This is too sweet a quest for him. It's not evil enough. Oh, hey, look, we found a quest. And some free stuff. Oh, heck yeah, free lockpick. Second Seed, Book 5 of 2920. The Last Year of the First Era. By Karlovac Townway. 10 Second Seed, 2920. The Imperial City, Cyrodiil. Your Imperial Majesty, said the potentate Verzidu, Shay, opening the door to his chamber with a smile. I have not seen you lately. I thought perhaps you were indisposed with the lovely Riha. She's taking the baths at Mir Korup, the Emperor Raman III said miserably. Please come in. I've reached the stage where I can only trust 3 people. You, my son the prince, and Riha, said the Emperor petulantly. My entire council is nothing but a pack of spies. What seems to be the matter, your Imperial Majesty? Asked the potentate Verzidu, sympathetically, drawing closed the thick curtain in his chamber. Instantly all sound outside the room was extinguished, echoing footsteps in the marble halls and birds in the springtide gardens. I've discovered that a notorious poisoner, an Orma tribeswoman from Black Marsh called Kachika, was with the armor of Caer Suvio while we were encamped there when my son was poisoned before the battle at Bodrum. I'm sure she would have preferred to kill me, but the opportunity didn't present itself, the Emperor fumed. The Council suggests that we need evidence of her involvement before we prosecute. Of course they would, said Potentate thoughtfully, particularly if one or more of them was in on the plot. I have a thought, your Imperial Majesty. Yes, said Raman impatiently, out with it. Tell the Council you're dropping the matter, and I will send out the guard to track this Kachika down and follow her. We will see who her friends are, and perhaps get an idea of the scope of this plot on your Imperial Majesty's life. Yes, said Raman with satisfied frown, that's a capital plan. We will track this scheme to whomever it leads to. Decidedly, your Imperial Majesty, smiled the potentate, parting the curtain so the Emperor could leave. in the hallway outside was Verzaduche's son, Severian Chorak. The boy bowed to the emperor before entering the potentate's chamber. "Are you in trouble, father?" whispered the Akaviri lad. "I heard the emperor found out about what's-her-name, the poisoner." "The great art of speechcraft, my boy," said Verzadu to his son, "is to tell them what they want to hear in a way that gets them to do what you want them to do. I need you to get a letter to Kathika and make certain that she understands that if she does not follow the instructions perfectly, she is risking her own life more than ours." 13 Second Seed, 2920. Mere Corrupt, Cyrodiil. Riha sank luxuriantly into the burbling hot spring, feeling her skin tingle like it was being rubbed by millions of little stones. The rock shelf over her head sheltered her from the misting rain, but let all the sunshine in, streaming in layers through the branches of the trees. It was an idyllic moment in an idyllic life, and when she was finished, she knew that her beauty would be entirely restored. The only thing she needed was a drink of water. The bath itself, while wonderfully fragrant, tasted always of chalk. "Water," she cried to her servants. "Water, please." A gaunt woman with rags tied over her eyes ran to her side and dropped a goatskin of water. Riha was about to laugh at the woman's prudery. She herself was not ashamed of her naked body. But then she noticed through a crease in the rags that the old woman had no eyes at all. She was like one of the Orma tribesmen Riha had heard about, but never met. Born without eyes. They were masters of their other senses. The Lord of Mir Kurup hired very exotic servants, she thought to herself. In a moment, the woman was gone and forgotten. Riha found it very hard to concentrate on anything but the sun and the water. She opened the cork, but the liquid within had a strange metallic smell to it. Suddenly she was aware that she was not alone. "Lady Riha," said the captain of the Imperial Guard, "you are, I see, acquainted with Kathika?" "I've never heard of her," stammered Riha before becoming indignant. "What are you doing here? This body is not for your leering eyes." "Never heard of her, when we saw her with you not a minute ago," said the captain, picking up the goat's skin and smelling it. "Brought you nervous ichor, did she, to poison the emperor with?" "Captain," said one of the guards, running up to him quickly, "we cannot find the Argonian. It is as if she disappeared into the woods." "Yes, they're good at that," said the captain. "No matter, though. We've got her contact at court. That should please his Imperial Majesty. Seize her." As the guards pulled the writhing naked woman from the pool, she screamed, "I'm innocent! I don't know what this is all about, but I've done nothing. The Emperor will have your heads for this." "Yes, I imagine he will," smiled the captain, "if he trusts you." 21 Second Seed, 2920. Gideon, Black Marsh. The Sow and Vulture Tavern was the sort of out-of-the-way place that Zook favored for these sorts of interviews. Besides himself and his companion, there were only a couple of old sea dogs in the shadowy room, and they were more unconscious from drink than aware. The grime of the unwashed floor was something you felt rather than saw. Copious dust hung in the air, unmoving in the sparse rays of dying sunlight. "You have experience in heavy combat," asked Zook. "The reward is good for this assignment, but the risks are great as well." "Certainly, I have combat experience," replied Miramore haughtily. "I was at the Battle of Bodrum just 2 months ago. If you do your part and get the Emperor to ride through Doza Pass with a minimal escort on the day and the time we've discussed, I'll do my part. Just be certain that he's not traveling in disguise. I'm not going to slaughter every caravan that passes through in the hopes that it contains Emperor Remen." Zook smiled, and Miramor looked at himself in the Kothrinji's reflective face. He liked the way he looked. The consummate confident professional. "Agreed," said Zook, "and then you shall have the rest of your gold." Zook placed the large chest onto the table between them. He stood up. "Wait a few minutes before leaving," said Zook. "I don't want you following me. Your employers wish to maintain their anonymity, if by chance you are caught and tortured." "Fine by me," said Miramor, ordering more grog. Zook rode his mount through the cramped labyrinth streets of Gideon, and both he and his horse were happy to pass through the gates into the country. The main road to Castle Gioves was flooded, as it was every year in springtide, but Zook knew a shorter way over the hills, riding fast under trees drooping with moss and treacherous slime-coated rocks. He arrived at the castle gates in 2 hours' time. He wasted no time in climbing to Tavia's cell at the top of the highest tower. "What did you think of him?" asked the Empress. "He's a fool," replied Zook, "but that's what we want for this sort of assignment." 32nd Seed, 2920. There's a forest, Cyrodiil. Rhea screamed and screamed and screamed within her cell. Her only audience was the giant gray stones, crusted with moss but still sturdy. The guards outside were deaf to her as they were deaf to all prisoners. The Emperor, miles away in the imperial city, had likewise been deaf to her cries of innocence. She screamed, knowing well that no one would likely hear her ever again. 31 Second Seed, 2920. Kavasrim Pass, Cyrodiil. It had been days, weeks, since Turala had seen another human face. Cyrodiil or Dunmer. As she trod the road, she thought to herself how strange it was that such an uninhabited place as Cyrodiil had become the imperial province, seat of an empire. Even the Bosmer and Valenwood must have more populated forests than this Heartland wood. She thought back, was it a month ago, 2, when she crossed the border from Morrowind into Cyrodiil? It had been much colder then, but other than that, she had no sense of time. The guards had been brusque, but as she was carrying no weaponry, they elected to let her through. Since then, she had seen a few caravans, even shared a meal with some adventurers camping for the night, but met no one who would give her a ride to a town. Turala stripped off her shawl and dragged it behind her. For a moment she thought she heard someone behind her and spun around. No one was there, just a bird perched on a branch, making a sound like laughter. She walked on, and then stopped. Something was happening. The child had been kicking in her belly for some time now, but this was a different kind of spasm. With a groan, she lurched over to the side of the path, collapsing into the grass. Her child was coming. She lay on her back and pushed, but she could barely see with her tears of pain and frustration. How had it come to this, giving birth in the wilderness all by herself to a child whose father was the Duke of Mournhold? Her scream of rage and agony shook the birds from the trees. The bird that had been laughing at her earlier flew down to the road. She blinked, and the bird was gone, and in its place a naked elf man stood, not as dark as a Dunmer, but not as pale as the Altmer. She knew at once it was an Aelid, a wild elf. Turala screamed, but the man held her down. After a few minutes of struggle, she felt a release and then fainted away. When she awoke, it was to the sound of a baby crying. The child had been cleaned and was lying by her side. Turala picked up her baby girl, and for the first time that year, felt tears of happiness stream down her face. She whispered to the trees, "Thank you," and began walking with Babe in her arms down the road to the west. The year is continued in mid-year. First book of the day. She's still following me. Boing, keep boing, keep boing. Oh, I know what I can do with her. Oh crap. Oh crap. Nope. Nope. Running away, running away, running away, running away. Do 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 do. I don't want to play with the mammoth. You know, all this because, yeah. Angry beastie. You must have really liked that giant. Yep, you liked him. You liked him a whole lot. Let's see. I'll take that tusk. Well now. Am I heavy? Oh, I am. I still have to pick up this giant's toe. Look at this. I am trudging along. I knew I should have went and sold stuff before long. And yet here I am picking up more stuff. I don't learn very well. Hey, winch. I'm heavy.
I've got your back. Here's everything I have.
I need you to hold some stuff for me. Oh yeah, I'm like 100 pounds overweight. I need you to hold that, and that, that, and that, and that. There we go.
You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, we can take a quick break and go sell some stuff. It's always good to do that. Oh man, that's some good tea today. Ah, refreshing. Oh, is it too late to play with people? Are people already done for the day? You are done for the day. Weak. Fine. We'll go take a nap. Actually, we'll do some transmuting. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's see what you've got. What are you willing to buy? We'll sell that. That. Is it filled? Oh, it is filled. Yay. Need that, need that. Keeping that. Wish you would have let me kill the crabs. Ebony blade. That's a nice blade. Keeping that. Sell the hide. Keeping that, keeping that. Selling that, keeping that. Oh, I didn't realize I had this much stuff on me. I should have came here and sold before questing. No wonder I was so heavy. Alright, speechcraft increased. Trying to figure out, see. Oh, I didn't mean to sell that. Oh well, my bad.
What's on your mind? How can I serve you, my lady?
So, what are you currently wielding? You like the steel shield. You like the elven greatsword. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'll take that from you. There we go.
Lead on.
You and me, some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Uh-huh. He calls them treasures. I guess we can understand that to a point. I don't think I took that much, did we? There we go. Alright, now that we're done with that, let's stop by the house and see if there's anything we need to be picking up.
Hey, Ma. Welcome back. Could you give me an allowance? Thanks, Ma.
Well, there you go. Kid. It's kind of nice having a kid happy to see you come home. I can dig it. No random giants outside my house. It's a good day. I know we finished this room. Thought I'd hung up a couple weapons, but it looks like I haven't gotten around to that. See, that room's done. The Grand Hall, I think, is done. This is done. Did we finish the basement? I think that might be what we're working on. Who do we have currently? Talos and Mara. Yeah, looks like we might be working on this room. So what are we missing? The shrines. So, Akatosh, Arke, Kinnereth, Stendor, Zenithar, and then wall sconces. We need 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 goat horns. Okay. 8 goat horns. Did we finish upstairs? This is what happens when you don't play in a few days. You kind of forget where you left off. Yeah, this is done. I have a husband somewhere, but I sure didn't see him around the house. Must be outside. There's my steward. But where's Vorstag? Man, did I get dumped in a game? If I got dumped, I'm gonna be sad. Like, really sad. Alright, let's put stuff up. Oh! Corel says, worthless kid, don't give him an allowance. I take it you're another friend that wants me to be purely evil. I seem to make some interesting friends on here that want me to be evil. Don't give kids the allowance. Probably shouldn't have. I need both of these. This stuff needs to be... Wait. Oops, I didn't check. In my chest, do I have any of the amulets left? Got a lot of keys. Weird stuff. Yeah, not really. Although I seem to be throwing the flawlesses in there, so we'll go ahead and do that. I still got Meridia's beacon. Ooh, I got work to do. It won't let me store that. Boo. Alright, we're gonna put the ore and stuff out here, get back to questing. No, I wonder where Vorstag ran off to. We're gonna put the glass up, the gold ore, the iron ore. These torches need to go away. Nobody wants these torches. So let's drop these. I wonder where Vorstag ran off to. That's really bugging me. Alright, back to what we were doing. Now that we have lightened our loads. Let's run... Let's run from Greymoor. I think Greymoor is the best option here. And I just realized there's a an event tonight with the 29th Regiment playing Holdfast. And I'm sitting here debating whether or not I want to hang out and read to you guys, or go to that event, or if I should stream the event. That's the question. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, my thing? I'll head back home if you need me.
Yeah, you need to go away, because mud crabs. If there's mud crabs, I want to shoot them and fill soul gems. No mud crabs? I'm denied? I'm denied the pleasure of mud crabs? Ah, sad panda. Ah, it's time for us to read another story, too. Man, did I go the wrong freaking way? I bet I did. I bet I derped. I bet I totally herped derped. We'll climb around a mountain. We're explorers and adventurers. No. Ouch! Ouch! I did not want to play with you. Yeah, you're hurting me. Stop hurting me. Oh, dang it. I don't have a whole lot of potions of health. There we go. Filled the gem. Give me that. Mud crabs. Come back up. Come back up, you little mud crab. Come on, big boy. I really don't know why, but this mod, cursing mud crabs, it just tickles me pink. Come on, wake up, mud crab. You're not a rock. Plus I get the bonus that fills the soul gem. Is that one of my arrows floating along? That's fantastic. Fantastic graphics. Gotta love it. Wait. That's a stampeding mammoth. What you stampeding about, mammoth? See, there's a ghost over here I gotta go talk to. I'm watching you. Ain't got time for your nonsense. Ah, crap. There's a big kitty over there, too. Of all times to let that little girl go home, even though she annoys me.
Rookie? Where is she? We're expected to fight there tomorrow. Joker elected to camp here for the night. I don't like it. Our fires are visible for miles. We're in a low valley. Sitting ducks. If she's come this far from home, it must be important. Lead on. I just need to report back to camp by sunrise.
Alright. Dang it. I'll have to kill this kitty. Ooh, nice shot. But I missed. But not that time. Ooh, filled another gem. Yes! Fill the gems. Fill them. They are tasty and go good with ketchup and make me money. Must fill all the soul gems. Alright, let's climb this mountain again. Am I still wearing that freaking necklace? I am. Very well. Going for a little swim. This quest is... Can I fast travel? I can. I'll knock some of this travel off. Ah, there's All-Star. He did not witness the sweet things. He's here to witness the evil things. Filling of soul gems. Yes, yes. Fill the sweet, sweet soul gems. More death. Yeah, I can hear it, All-Star. I can hear you, like, twirling your evil mustache going, yes, good, good. All part of my plan. Evil, more evil. Bet you're frickin' Slytherin. Have I enhanced the treason blade? Oh, I actually put it up in the chest. I don't even have it on me.
Fenrir, you're alive.
Of course I am. What brings you here?
I have heard that Yukar's men were wiped out. I came to find you.
But that battle isn't expected until tomorrow. Rookie, what's going on?
I'm so confused. What's happening?
It doesn't matter. I'm here. We're together now. And we will be forever.
The way he says forever is very, very creepy. I want to say, oh, how sweet, but just his last word, forever. It's just, it has that creepy tone. It wasn't romantic. It was, shuddery. I saw the graphic glitch. Yeah, she ascends and he falls down. Probably because of that creepy forever nonsense. Just like one of those evil villains. Yes, yes, I will own you in life and in death. Mwahaha! Your soul shall be mine. I could see it. I could picture it. I could...
Lady Mara bids you. Your efforts have helped illuminate the entire province. I trust by now you've achieved a higher comprehension of love.
I wonder if I could get my moderator to refill my tea.
May shine with her glories.
I know he's always listening.
Be careful out there.
Alright, let's see. There's gotta be books in this place. And look, a whole bookshelf. Time for our next story. Let's see. The Song of Pelennor, Volume 1, On His Name. Editor's note. Volumes 1 through 6 are taken from the so-called Remen manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. That he took the name Pelennor was passing strange, no matter his later sobriquets, which were many, that was an elvish name, and Pellinol was a scourge on that race, and not much given to irony. Pellinol was much too grim for that. Even in youth, he wore white hair, and trouble followed him. Perhaps his enemies named Pellinol of their own in their tongue, but that is doubtful, for it means glorious knight, and he was neither to them. Certainly many others added to that name during his days in Tamriel. He was Pellinol the White Strake, because of his left hand, made of a killing light. He was Pellinol the Bloody, for he drank it in victory. He was Pellinol Insurgent, because he gave the Crusades a face. He was Pellinol in Triumph, as the words eventually became synonymous, and men-at-arms gave thanks to the Eight when they saw his banner coming through war. He was Pellinol the Blamer, for he was quick to admonish those allies of his that favored tactics that ran counter to his. That is, sword theory, and he was Pellinol the Third, though whether this was because someone said he was a god geyser, who had incarnated twice before already, or that simpler, he was the third vision given to Perif, anon Alicia, in her prayers of liberation before he walked among the quarters of rebellion, is unknown. Oh, that was quick. Yay! Nice and quick. Now, seriously, I seriously wonder what the hell happened to Vorstag. Did somebody steal him? I want to know. I want to know where he's at. There he is.
You're home. Hey, I got you something.
Aw.
You like it?
Aw, he gave me a flower. That's kind of cute. I should really do this. Oh crap, I didn't put the stuff back on me. Here, I want to get a bonus. So we'll go sleep real quick.
Mama, help. Hey.
What's the matter, kid? Did you run into my stabby sword? Did you? Did you? Did you? Go on, to bed with you. Go on. Bye. Bye. God, you're slow, kids. Good Lord. Go to sleep, Vorstag.
Ah, my darling. A pleasant surprise.
That's right. It is a pleasant surprise. My existence is awesome. I'll catch a few Z's for the bonus. Awesome. I got double bonus. Give me all the bonuses. Oh, hey, by the way, got any money?
My love,
Oh, yeah, cook me something, too.
this is fresh. I'll have another meal ready tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Take a look.
I really need some goat horns. Do you have goat horns? Actually, I'll take that, too. Like, you seriously don't have anything I need. Although that's pretty cheap for a greater soul gem. Yeah, empty. Do I have it? Did I? Oh,
We have a cozy little profit. Here, this is your share.
All-Star, I have a story about something very, very similar. I have a medieval's weapons cache. I collect weaponry. I kind of like them. I'm probably one of the weirdest girls on the planet, but I do. I like weapons. And I used to work at the Renaissance Fair when I was younger. So, hawking wares and collecting weaponry was just one of the many things I really enjoyed. So, in the basement, started storing weapons and whatnot because we had, we were going to host, I think it was like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, and a bunch of the kids were coming. Now, I don't have any children, but I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and some of them were quite young, which means they could hurt themselves. If you're to enter my house, there's weapons in every room. So here we are running around like chickens with our head cut off, trying to make sure that all the weapons were put up so the kids could not get hurt. We had successfully gathered the majority of the weapons, wrapped them up in a quilt, and put them in a case down in the basement. We're like, okay, the basement's off limits. You know, kids aren't going to be down there. This is going to be fine. Lo and behold, we had left a double-headed griffin axe on the second shelf of a coffee table. And I had forgotten about it, okay? And of course, one of the youngest kids, if not the youngest kid, found the axe, okay? Now, my weapons are, of course, battle ready, which means the blades were sharpened and ready for use. And you can only imagine the shock and awe when it was discovered. We're like, holy crap, the kid's got the weapon. So, of course, everyone's diving into action trying to protect the kid and take the weapon. We get the weapon back, and we go downstairs, and we put it with the other stuff. Well, as I'm unwrapping one end of the cloth to see what direction all the blades are, because we try to keep the blades all in one direction, and the end of one of the other weapons was equally sharp and piercing. And Bunny, as he is unwrapping it, actually leans forward, and sure enough, he stabbed himself in the stomach with one of our weapons. Now, he didn't die. Of course, he's moderating us right now. But it's funny nonetheless that some of our weapons have drawn blood, and it's mostly been our own, because both of us have done it. Ooh, thank you. I'm getting more tea. Yay, tea.
Hello, my love.
Okay, now, I need goat horns, and I forgot to check to see if he had goat horns, or did I? I'm gonna need to make some new friends. People need to give up some goat horns. All-Star says, Little Timmy, harvester of souls.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Oh, a bit of this.
Not surprising you'd think that. Let's see. I'll take that. I'll take that. But you have no goat horns. Dude, I seriously need some goat horns. Thank you, Bunny. I need... The blacksmith won't have goat horns, will he? So we're gonna have to go to Baelathor. Go see what he's up to. I need an upgrade on some armor. I think it's getting to be that time. And Baelathor might have another story for us.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome
So I'm gonna need an answer at this point since there's a couple of you in chat.
Everything's for sale, my
Do we want to continue with story time?
seller in a second.
What? You would sell your sister? You creep. I like you.
I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's pretty true.
No, it's really not. You would do it. And if you ask Bunny and everybody else, they'd ask me to actually sell my sister. And that's actually a true story. You don't have goat horns. What is with the lack of goat horns, people? I need it. Give me that. Baelathor, you disappoint me. I am very sad pants. So no, I need to make a decision because it's 20 after and the event starts in 40 minutes. Do I play this for another 40 minutes, get another quest done, hopefully another book, or do we stream the event and the insanity that is Holdfast, or question mark other? And yes, that's why we like Baelathor. Sorrel wants me to do the Holdfast event. Alright, I will shut down the stream. I'll have my moderator edit the channel, and I'll see if I can't get OBS to run on Holdfast. And I'll stream it tonight, and we'll see what kind of insanity we run into. It's Friday night. I know it's not the APB event. I don't know what we're doing tonight. Now I need to make a decision on where we're going. I'm sending a quick note to the officers to let them know that I will be streaming. And it's a Holdfast event of the 63 company. Okay. That I think we get along with this 63, if I remember. I don't think we have anything bad to say. What do we want to do? If I do this, this is nuts. Do we want to do the drinking contest? We're already here in town. We could do the drinking contest before we go off to Holdfast. Let's do that. Let's get drunk. Let's find a book to read and then go get drunk. And then we'll shut down the server or this stream so that we can edit the stuff and switch over to Holdfast.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna get drunk.
A few drinks, a few laughs, and a contest. What could be better? Maybe you just aren't up to the challenge. Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special, very strong stuff. Let's get started.
Alright, you're on, big boy. What do you got? I can drink you under the table,
Start round
bruh.
down the hatch.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Go ahead. Down the hatch.
Your turn. One down, my friend. One down.
Alright, you're on. You're on, boy.
For me.
Alright. As you hear me sipping my tea, acting like I'm drinking some good vintage.
How about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Uh-oh.
That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer.
Uh-oh.
I see.
I fondled statuary? Actually, I would do that in real life.
Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple.
That sounds like something I would do.
Well, you were deep in your cups when you got here. You were ranting, but most of it was slurred. You said something about Rorikstead.
I gotta. that's grape. I'm gonna shift the eyes. Do I not have to clean up? Oh, I persuaded, so now I don't have to do the cleaning. That's freaking awesome. We got the drink on. We are the champ. There's nothing to read. Okay, gotta go.
I'm sorry. The Temple of Dibella is closed.
Yeah, I know it's closed. It's closed. I kind of got my drink on. Okay, this Sanguine Rose quest. Apparently that's something I need to know. Is that a good thing? Let's go to Rorikstead. I still won the contest. Did I just see a cow fall from the sky? Hold on, I gotta see this. Hold on. It did! Look at it, it's dead! Free... Heavenly cow! Please tell me I'm not the only one that saw that cow fall from the sky. That was hilarious. Oh?
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Is that so? Does the name Gleda ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a drunk lout and sold to a giant? You better remember her right fast before I call the guards and have you hauled away. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. You didn't seem to need either to sell Gleda to the giant in the first place. I think you'll figure it out. You really don't remember stealing a goat and selling her to a giant? Are you thick? Go get her.
I sold a goat. That was some good booze. This sounds like a fantastic night. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tickled. Let's go get our heathen. Apparently I had a good time. And I'm not complaining. That was pretty funny. I sold a goat to a giant. What would a giant want with a goat besides to eat it? Hi. Come on. I don't like you, but come on. First things first, I filled some soul gems. Let's enchant real quick. Damn it, clicked too far. So let's see. Gold ring, sneak, soul gem. This is to make us some monies. just in case we find a shiny for our evil deeds, because All-Star has declared we must be evil. Okay, that's it, because I want to be able to fill my weapon back up. Hey, Farengar, what you got?
I had you figured for it, Mage. I think you'll
It's a Daedric staff that looks like a rose. Ooh, that's going to be cool. I'm kind of looking forward to this quest now. Hey, we got any empty ones? Oh, that's a filled one. That's a filled. That's empty. What do you got? Restoration. Yeah, you don't really have much, do you? This is a spare amulet. Okay. And it's 6:30, and roll call's in like 15 minutes, so let's pick a book to read. Let's read this one. The Alduin/Akatosh Dichotomy, Book 7 of 2920, The Last Year of the First Era. It's by Alexandra Simon, High Priest of the Akatosh Chantry of Wayrest. As High Priest of the Akatosh Chantry, I have dedicated my life to the service of the Great Dragon, he who was first at the beginning, he who is greatest and most powerful of all the divines, he who is the very embodiment of infinity. I am, quite obviously, a man of deep and unwavering faith, but not blind faith, for I am also a man of scholarly endeavors, and have always valued education and the pursuit of truth, in all of its forms. And so, I have had the honor and privilege of making it my life's work to discover the truth about Akatosh, and all of our beloved divines' incarnations. Throughout the civilized world, and I refer not only to the Empire, but to every nation on Great Nirn that has embraced the virtues of learning and letters, the Great Dragon is worshipped. Usually, the highest of divines is referred to as Akatosh. But what some may not be aware of is that he is occasionally referred to by two other names as well. The Aldmir refer to Akatosh as Ariel. The Nords call him Alduin. These names come up repeatedly in certain ancient texts, and in each one it is clear that the deity in question is none other than he whom we call Akatosh. Yet there are those who believe, even in this enlightened age, that this is not so, that the regional interpretations of Akatosh are not interpretations of Akatosh at all. Rather, they are references to altogether different deities, deities who may or may not share the same aspects or be the great dragon at all. Many Altmere of Somerset Isle worship Ariel, who is the soul of Anuiel, who in turn is the soul of Anu the Everything. But if you ask the High Elves themselves, as I did, when I traveled to Somerset Isle to continue my research, the majority will concede that Ariel is but Akatosh with a different name, colored by their own cultural beliefs. So maybe it comes as no surprise that the real theological dissension lies in Skyrim among the Nord people, renowned as much for their stubbornness as they are their hardiness and prowess on the fields of valor. When I journeyed to the Stark White province, I was surprised to find a people whose views on Akatosh are almost diametrically opposed to those of the Altmer. The majority of Nord people seem to believe that their Alduin of legend is not Akatosh, but another deity entirely. A great dragon, yes, but not the great dragon. Determined to get to the heart of this matter, I consulted with several Nords, chief among them an old and respected clan chief by the name of Bjorn Muchbloodied. And what surprised me most about those I talked to was not that they believed in Alduin instead of Akatosh, but they recognized Alduin in addition to Akatosh. In fact, most children of Skyrim seem to view Akatosh in much the same way I do. He is, in fact, the great dragon. First among the divines, perseverance personified, and more than anything, a force of supreme good in the world. Alduin, they claim, is something altogether different. Whether or not he is actually a deity remains in question, but the Alduin of Nord folklore is in fact a dragon, but one so ancient and so powerful he was dubbed the World Eater. And some accounts even have him devouring the souls of the dead to maintain his own power. Other stories revolve around Alduin acting as some sort of dragon king, uniting the other dragons in a war against mankind, until he was eventually defeated at the hands of one or more brave heroes. It is hard to deny that such legends are compelling, but as both high priest and scholar, I am forced to ask that most important of questions: where is the evidence? The Nords of Skyrim place a high value on their oral traditions, but such is the core of their unreliability. A rumor passed around the Wayrest Market Square can change so dramatically in the course of a few simple hours that by the end of the day, one might believe half the city's residents were involved in any number of scandalous activities. How then is an educated, enlightened person possibly supposed to believe a legend that has been passed down by word of mouth only for hundreds or even thousands of years? The answer to such a question is simple: he cannot. And so, it is my conclusion that the Alduin of Nord legend is in fact mighty Akatosh, whose story grew twisted and deformed through centuries of retelling and embellishment. Through no real fault of their own, the primitive peoples of Skyrim failed to understand the goodness and greatness of the great dragon, and it was this lack of understanding that formed the basis of what became, ironically, their most impressive creative achievement, Alduin, the World Eater, phantom of bedtime stories and justification for ancient, if imagined, deeds. Nice. Allstar says Alduin is not Akatosh. I wouldn't know. I've not gotten that far in the game. I have no earthly clue. And we got to go over here to get the goat. What's this bug creature? Haven't seen one of those yet either. Anyway, looks like there's stuff on the ground. I'll take that. And I'll take that. I'm grave robbing now. I'm really turning evil. I think All-Star's starting to influence me. I'm getting scared. Ah, crap! I got a Dargon on my butt. I ain't got time for a Dargon. I don't have time for that saber cat either. Because I need to get ready for roll call, so I'm going to try to get a little further up ahead here.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Okay, bye. I was hoping to... Oh, well. Time to put on my weapon. And I'm going to squat down. And we're going to try to kill this here giant. And we're going to get our goat back. Well, actually, I think you have to talk to the giant. or the goat, one of the two, to try to get the goat back, and then the giant attacks you, and then it gets a little sticky. Here's a giant. I'm gonna run away. I gotta hey, distract him. I gotta kill Grok, man. Oh, filled a gem. Yes! Yes! And a level up. Yes, queen. Yes! Filled soul gem. Feels mighty tasty. And I'm gonna take all your stuff. Then we're gonna run up to Rorgstead. And we're gonna end this on a happy note because somehow our drunken revelries has stirred a lot of mischief.
You talked to Reldith yet? She's like a mother to me.
Where's your damn goat? Here comes your goat.
Make sure to pull your bow all the way back.
You hear from the city? Ladder. I've not a scratch on her. Happy day. I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it. The only thing I could make out was repaying Isolde in Whiterun. Even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there.
This sounds like a great drunk night. Apparently, I had a good time. Wait, the goat's still following me. Oh, okay, it stopped. I was gonna say, is this goat gonna go on my journey with me? That would be great. That would be fantastic and hilarious. Best glitch ever. Alright, so Isolde in Whiterun. I apparently have been all over. This is fantastic. And it is 6:41. Roll call is in 3 minutes. It's actually 6:42 now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream after saving, and I'm gonna get my moderator to reset me up.
Boys will keep you safe.
And I think I will see you in a few minutes as I show everybody Holdfast. I imagine I'll be a surgeon tonight unless we're in a special unit like artillery. Those are the two main things I end up doing, and if we're shorthanded, I'm a line infantry person, so we'll see. As always, thank you for hanging out. If you stay and watch Holdfast, I'd appreciate it. If not, have a great evening. I'll try to get more in tomorrow. Since this stream was only an hour and 18 minutes, it's kind of short for my normal streams for Skyrim Storytime. Till then, catch you later. Take care.